everybody, how's it going? Whoop. My camera was freaking out for a second. I took some time to try to make sure everything's lined up, so my voice and video should be lined up. I'm using my phone again today because turns out my webcam had a default in it. I spent all day yesterday trying to get it to work properly. I'm just glad it was a default and it wasn't my end, you know? Yeah. Defect, not default. Defect. I'm dumb. Thank you, Glenn. Yo, Coffee Cups, how's it going? How was all the yummy food you ate? I mean, I know you were excited for it. It's so confusing. Oh my god, Jeannie, I was racking my, I was in panic. I watched video after video after video being like, how do I fix the colors? Why is it so washed out? Why does it look like hot garbo? And all the videos were like, so this is what it looked like beforehand. And I'd be like, I can't even get mine to look like that beforehand. You sure it was a defect? No, it was it was so bad. It was so bad. Thank you, Jeannie, for having my back. I messaged Jeannie asking for help, and I really appreciated it because, I was losing my mind. I was like, Jeannie, please, am I doing something wrong? Does this look normal to you? It looked worse than the default little camera that's in my laptop. It was so bad. I couldn't even get green screen to work because my green screen looked almost brown. It was so bad. It was good. Aw, glad to hear that, Coffee Cups. Glad to hear it. I miss having tofurkey. Usually that's what I'll have. Me and my sister and mom will have on Thanksgiving. It's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. You can't really tell. I don't know if you can tell, but the sides of my hair are starting to curl. It's bad. Just don't look at it. I have to get that cut again. How was everyone's Thanksgiving? I would like to share what I'm not thankful for. Rant away, Coffee Cups. The way you ended up a period 2, you're like, I can tell you're locked and loaded. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Coffee Cups. The American healthcare system? Oh no. Did something happen? Oh, I've heard awful things about it. I'm sorry, man. The background, I'll show you the background for Ace Attorney in a second, but it changed. Now it's not like a lawyer room anymore. Now it's the thrift shop. Not the thrift shop, the pawn shop. Close enough. Close enough. I'm excited. I really miss Ace Attorney. I'm glad we're finishing this game. I really want to go back and beat the original Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright. We still have the 3rd game to beat. I'm excited for it. I've heard great things about it. Geeksy said it was his favorite. Well, check it out. It's the pawn shop. I almost said thrift shop again. It's the pawn shop. Dum 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 dum. I dig this music. Dig it quite a lot. Yo, Drippy, how's it going, man? Drippy. Drippy, if you were French, your name would be Drippy. Like a little E with a little hat. What's it? With an accent. E with an accent. Drippy. Drop! I don't know why I found that one so funny. Just drop. Oh, I miss you guys. I know we just... Also, I'm so sorry for the Goose Game stream the other day. How many technical difficulties we had. That was rough. I'm sorry about that. Cole! Olé! Cole! Oui, oui. Je m'appelle ColeHillChills. I don't speak French. Anyways. Ugh. There's a spider? Ew, please kill it. Yes! Yes! It's in my house! No! No, move it somewhere else. Put it outside. No bugs in here. Mr. Worldwide. It's a bug to me. It bugs me. The part you were having trouble with was your own name. Shh, 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 shh. You speak too many truths, coffee cup. No, I don't want to see. You can just take it away, please and thank you. I don't like bugs or spiders. What was her accent? Something British? See, that's why I eat grown-ups. All they do is feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from ya. How did he talk? Damn it. Oh really, Miss Lestrade? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm? What? Oh my! Surely you were given that. Yeah. The deal let me keep it after I looked daggers at him for long enough. Cockney accent. That you do not do well. No, that I do not do well. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. It's okay. I know mine. I know mine. There we go. Always pays off, giving people a look like you ate them. Like you ate them? I can't help feeling that it's gonna get you into serious trouble one day. What I really wanted was a nice shiny disc mind. The music box disc? But Mr. Winniebank said it was practically worthless. I think I'm gonna go and have another bash. Give him a long odd stare. I think not, Miss Lestrade. We shan't enter Winniebank's again today. Why not? That's not fair. It can't be helped, I'm afraid. The police are investigating the scene now and taking a statement from Mr. Winniebank. But that disc's mine. I had the ticket for this coat, and it was in this coat's pocket. And there should be something else and all. That's what the rotten cove said, ain't it? Yes, he did mention something about another article, didn't he? Well then, that's mine too, whatever it is. Now she's really pushing her luck. Miss Lestrade, I think it's time to admit defeat. You've had your haul for the day. Yeah, and it's all your fault, Sholmes. So, what are your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening? Eh? Iris would be delighted to cook, I'm sure. And I might entertain you for a modest violin recital. No, ta. No. Why would I come round your place, eh? Have you lost your head or something? Oh. Goodbye. Okay. She dropped. Oh dear, she's gone. Having reveled on my quite unnecessary... What? Having reveled on me quite unnecessarily, I might add. I can't help wondering if perhaps she might turn up anyway. Interesting. Once she's had a chance to come down, I think there's a good chance she'll decide to come. Very well then. I'll inform Iris to set a place for our potential guests at the dinner table this evening. Not revealed, reveled. Okay. And one more thing. Sounded out Cole. I am! It's not revealed, it's reviled? Reviled or reveled? I don't know. English is stupid. The I is long. Reviled. We don't speak English in this house. The first one. What one did I say first? Damn it. Okay, is it A, reveled, or B, reviled? A or B? Or C, none of them?
Sorry?
B, reviled. I've never heard that word before. I believe I will have a rather splendid surprise to show you.
Oh, how exciting. What is it?
You shall have to wait and see, Mr. Sato. Until later, then. Okay. Let's go back home then, I guess. Revile. Criticize in an abusive or angrily insulting manner. Ah. Intriguing. Interesting. Interesting. I don't think any of us speak English. No, Coffee Cups definitely speaks very great English. I, however, do not.
Susie, and Bruno, come in.
English is a lie. That is true.
Good afternoon, Iris. Thank you so much for breakfast this morning.
We didn't have it.
Oh, don't mention it. Goodness, look at the time already. Busy as always? I am. I'm preparing everything for dinner this evening.
As Coffee Cups like to say, it's a bunch of languages in a trench coat pretending to be one language.
Already? You're obviously cooking something special, are you? Oh yes, after all, we have a special guest joining us. Guess who it is? Go on. You'll never guess. Look at those little eyes of hers shining. Oh dear, it is awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it? It's Jeannie. Isn't that exciting? Oh, what a surprise. Yes, that's wonderful news. Wow, Iris seems overjoyed at the idea. I can't wait to learn some pickpocketing tips from a real professional.
Oh no, let's not go there.
No, yes, that does sound like fun.
No, it does not sound like fun.
I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate. Are you?
Mr. Naruto, what is this scenario? This is backwards. Usually, like in the old games, it was Maya who wanted to steal everything, and everyone else was like, maybe not. Why is she the one person being like, no, don't commit crimes?
By the way, Iris, what's Mr. Sholmes up to? Hurley? Oh, he's been like that ever since he got back. Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
I beg that you won't speak to me.
Sorry?
I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. As you can see, I'm not here. I'm not here?
I don't know how to respond to that. I do apologize. When he gets like this, he's completely oblivious to everything. Yes, I see. Really, he behaves just like a child sometimes.
Apparently does. Oh, we know. Oh, we are well aware. We haven't seen him act like an adult yet.
Mr. Sholmes and Iris have something of a parent and child relationship, don't they? Yes, they said that Iris is clearly the parent here. Come to think of it, I wonder where her real parents are. What's the matter, Bruno? You have ever such a funny look on your face. Oh no, wait, that's just your face. Never mind. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, I know it's nothing. I know what it is. Why does this girl live here with Mr. Sholmes, you're wondering? Am I right? How? How did you... Oh, Bruno, I can read you like a book. Ugh, this girl is dangerous. Don't worry. You can ask me anything. I won't mind.
Oh, no, I wanna ask questions. Converse. Ginny.
So, by Ginny, you mean Miss Lestrade, the young woman from the McGilded case 2 months ago, right? Yes. Who also stole my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Although after that trial, I invited her back here, and we had dinner together. And now we're the best of friends.
I somehow doubt that.
Oh, what a lovely tale. Yes, now if I bump into her on the street, she runs away as fast as she can. Oh!
I was listening from across the room and thought you kept saying Genie. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry, Genie. But no, it was Ginny. I was so confused. Oh, you know, I like to randomly switch characters' names of people in the chat. Just to, like, see if they're listening, you know?
And I chased after her down the back alleys.
Interesting idea of friendship.
And then I let her have the latest color of smoke grenade I've developed. Oh! There are so many beautiful colors in the world. Ginny wants me to make her a whole rainbow.
I suppose this means you've let Miss Lestrade keep the smoke grenade launcher, have you?
Yes, that's right. I got bored of it anyway. Hurley always reacts the same way when I shoot him with it now.
Oh, Jesus. Poor Drippy.
Oh, I can't wait to see Ginny to arrive. It's been too long since she last came over. I'm so excited.
I just hope she does, I just hope she does actually come.
I'm sure you've been wondering why it is that I live here with Hurley, haven't you?
Well, it has crossed my mind. That and where are your real parents?
My mummy and daddy aren't with me anymore. Mummy passed away when I was born, but I still like to do the little lad dance. Whenever I want families to agree.
I'm sorry. I couldn't let that opportunity fly by.
Around the same time, my father, well, he had to go to faraway land because of one of the cases he and Hurley were working on.
No. Oh, wait a minute. Did you say... Oh. Yeah, I think she's the daughter of Watson.
Yes. Daddy and Hurley were always solving mysteries cases together.
Mommy is dead hysterical laughter. Listen, whenever a character in this game has dead parents, they always turn it into a comedy somehow, okay? It's not my fault.
She didn't mention that before. He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what's in the metal chest over there.
Really? He recorded them all?
So, you mean it's true, Mr. Sholmes?
Really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases.
Oh yes, I mean, it's always nice to have one, isn't it?
So Mr. Sholmes' partner was your father?
Exactly. Hurley told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest. But that only made me want to look even more, so I opened it up.
And found your father's memories.
Yes, so I asked Hurley, who wrote these? He nearly fell off his chair. But then he told me, that's when I found out that the author of all those accounts was my father.
So I was his father, was Mr. Sholmes' partner. Interesting.
I practically lived with Hurley all my life. I was tiny when he took me in.
You're still tiny.
So, it came as quite a shock. When Hurley told me he wasn't really my daddy,
I mean, oh, that's an awkward conversation to have. I'm not your actual dad. I was your dad's best friend.
It must have done. I wonder why Mr. Sholmes chose to tell you, and at such a young age. Hurley says it's because he wouldn't have been able to hide it from me. Oh! Well, having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his ways have rubbed off on me. There are some things I can just see. Especially lies. I almost know when people are lying before they open their mouths sometimes.
Right!
Anyway, I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, actually.
Will she call him daddy? Oh. I hope not. But that makes sense. I'm not gonna think about that. Damn it, coffee cups.
I'd always assumed Mr. Sholmes simply told you all those thrilling stories. Oh no, Hurley's hopeless like that. He forgets everything. As soon as you solve the case, it all but vanishes from his mind. Oh, I see. The other day, it was so embarrassing. As usual, he totally forgot about the case he just solved. So the very next day, he gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case again. It was quite a shock for everyone.
You can say that again.
So, you share your father's surname, don't you, Iris? That's right, Wilson. Daddy is Dr. John H. Wilson. I learned from his diaries that he's a doctor of medicine, you see.
Oh, so it was. Okay, that's great.
That's what prompted me to study and study so that I could earn a doctorate as well.
Iris's father, who went to some distant land, and is a doctor by the name of John H. Wilson.
The court will now hear the trial of Rhinosuke Naruto. Why are we... Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Oh, no. No. No, dude. Oh, God. Oh, that was the biggest twist I've ever seen, and I did not see it coming. Oh, that sucks. Oh. Oh, it all comes back around circle. No, no. I thought everything was a little too not connected. Oh no. Oh, I don't want to play anymore. So she was either calling him dad and then started calling him Hurley, or was calling him Hurley despite thinking he was his father. I know people who do that. They call their parents by their first name or their last name. It's very bizarre. Oh yeah, Clem, you do, don't you? Yeah, I love that. Sending virtual hug received. Thank you, Trippy, thank you. It's either like it sounds normal or it's very odd. I knew people back home who did it, and it was very odd the way they did it, because they would like overpronounce their name as if to make a statement of calling them by their first name. It's like, okay, that's a little odd. Anyways, the victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
That's right. Visiting professor of medicine at Imperial Yumi University. And the man who, in the most bizarre of circumstances, lost his life just before we left Japan.
Hasn't been invented, because this kid is gonna need therapy, seriously. Yeah, we're about to lay a load on her. Oh my god.
Mrs. Sato.
Yes.
Perhaps we shouldn't pursue this conversation any further at this time.
I think that would be for the best.
Hey kid, your dad's dead.
Ah, my dear fellows. How good to see you.
Eek! Mr. Sholmes!
Why ever did you not make your presence known to me before?
Ha!
Well, no matter now. So, how the devil are you?
We've been with you for most of the day. Goodness!
I'm mixing up their voices now. Goodness, really?
Do tell, Mr. Sholmes, is your violin unscathed?
My violin? Whatever are you talking about, dear madam?
Oh,
Never mind that now. I have something far more interesting to show you. Behold, my dear fellows. You stole it?
Oh, another music box disc.
No, not another disc, Mr. Sato.
This is the one Gregson demanded we hand over as evidence, Mr. McGilded's disc.
Oh my! Then, what's it doing here?
You know at times, Mr. Naruto, I think that though I have an undeniable turn for detection, I may well be even more adept at larceny. Shocking.
Oh, that would be a wonderfully exciting. I'd be your pickpocketing assistant. And Runo could be our go-to lawyer if we ever got caught.
Everyone needs a lawyer in their life for when they get caught.
Right. Plus, Susie has such beautiful handwriting, she could write all our menacing crime notifications.
Yes, I'd be delighted. All right, let's do this. This is turning into a heist game.
I'm just gonna pretend this conversation never happened, I think.
The disc?
I don't understand. How did that disc come to be in your possession? I thought Inspector Gregson took it back to Scotland Yard.
Quite correct. And that sort of uncompromising attitude is precisely why I always carry some of this. Sholmes? Capival?
That's...
Oh, caramel.
That's a bar of caramel, Mr. Sholmes.
Yeah, a bar of caramel. Is it? I feel like it's like a chocolate caramel, like caramel inside the chocolate. I don't think it would be just caramel.
Your one and only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken.
If you will humor me, my dear fellows, cast your minds back to when the good detective confiscated the disc.
Don't be thinking that whenever it is making this down to the yard. Thank you very much. So hand it over.
No, yes, of course.
If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to It's all yours, Inspector. For the briefest of moments, I had the disc in my hand, did I not?
Yes, you did. But I still don't understand.
It was at precisely that moment I summoned my one and only friend into action. I pressed the disc into a pair of bars like this. Oh.
That's amazing.
Wow, he did something useful and very intelligent.
The disc and all the minuscule protrusions have made an image in the caramel.
Indeed, this caramel is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know. You made it? That's why it's Sholmes caramel. Suitably soft for making impressions, but resistant to melting. The result, a precisely controlled solution.
How extraordinary.
Carrying a pair of these on one's person frequently proves very useful indeed. Take a house key, for example. A simple press and its unique form is duplicated. I can enter anyone's property at will, and never without high sucrose nourishment. Okay.
Yes, it sounds illegal.
From the image, not commenting, I was able to create this. I confess I was most curious to know what manner of music would issue from the disc when played. The music disc.
Do tell us then, Mr. Sholmes. What music does the disc play?
Well, unfortunately, I have no idea.
No idea?
None whatsoever. Are you familiar with the workings of a music box, my dear fellows?
No, I'm afraid not. Goodness, you don't know, Bruno.
No, I don't.
Inside a music box is a special metal piece called the comb. That's what produces the sound.
Ah.
Small protuberances pluck the different teeth of the comb as they rotate past it, making the different notes. The first music boxes to be invented used a rotating cylinder with protuberances on it.
But over time, a new type of player was produced, which used a disc such as these.
With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide, all around the globe.
Why exactly?
Because the discs are easy to produce and can be interchanged to facilitate the playing of different tunes. There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result.
It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music, even when no performer is present.
But it is the very success of the invention that means we are now presented with an insurmountable problem.
What do you mean?
As you may imagine, the construction of one firm's music box does not match that of another. And we have no way of knowing in which music box this particular disc was designed to be played. Oh. There is no resolution to this problem. I'm afraid. It's quite intractable.
Ah, I see. So that's why...
Naturally, I tested the disc in those few music boxes I have at my disposal. But as you can hear, to no avail. Oh wait, I can't hear it. Okay, yeah, it's just random notes. Can you guys hear it? Should I turn up the Elgato? I don't know how quiet or loud it is. Yeah, I turned it up a little bit. Sounds like a horror music. The results were equally unsatisfactory in this one. So, I am presently engaged in acquiring an example of all the music boxes ever made in Europe.
Every single one? That's Hurley for you, always taking things too far.
But my dear girl, an unsolved riddle is quite repugnant to my constitution.
But surely all the different types in Europe will amount to a huge volume of music boxes, won't it?
Yes, that is certainly true. In the worst case scenario, I shall just have to ask you to vacate the attic room.
What? What?
Magnus McGilded, the leprechaun. Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear again so soon.
Yes. It's only been 2 months since that grisly case.
Mr.
McGilded perished within hours of the trial's conclusion.
I'm a vampire.
What is the curse of the Reaper? Was it the curse of the Reaper? No one knows, still now. The omnibus was reduced to a pile of ash. Not a shred of evidence remained. And with that man's death, the truth about the murder in which he was so intimately involved was buried. Even though we successfully established Mr. Gilda's innocence in the trial, the newspapers are still claiming that it remains an unsolved case. The murder of the brickmaker, Mr. Thrice Fried Mason.
Oh God, him.
In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea what really happened to that night.
He looks like a perfume bottle. I thought he looked like something for the longest time, but couldn't put my tongue on it. It's a perfume bottle.
I still don't know if it was the right judgment or not.
Right coffee cups? Like the color, the shape of his body, the hat, like it's a perfume bottle. It would appear the case is not... I have so much phlegm in my throat. Oh my God. It would appear the case is not yet closed. Oh. Oh.
Well, it's time I get started getting things ready for dinner, I think. Ginny will be here before long.
Thank you, Iris.
Oh, well, you must let me help you then. Of course, Susie. There's plenty to do. I think I shall investigate the condition of my faithful performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it?
Let this be a lesson to you, Mr. Sholmes. Never leave anything too precious with the pawnbroker.
Yes, you may be right.
Oh, that reminds me of something Mr. Windybank said before. He said that he had a manuscript of Iris's in pawn, didn't he?
Did he?
Yes, he definitely mentioned it. Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in the storeroom. Where's words, I believe.
So you heard about that, did you? I expect you were as incensed as I was.
Oh, yes. The idea of such a wonderful story languishing in Mr. Windybank's storeroom, gathering dust.
Madame, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroker's storeroom is the safest place for it. More secure than the bank's vault.
And what about your Stradivarius Hurley? Was that safe and secure?
Well, there may be occasional mix-ups.
Caused by a certain impetuous someone not too far from me now.
Do you have any idea how long it took me to write that Bakersfield story, Hurley?
Oh, it sounds exciting. The Hound of Bakersville. I should love to read it.
Kerbo stars! Heck yes! There we go. Go nuts, guys. Go nuts. Wait, did I say something? What did I say? The Hound of Baskervilles. I should love to read it. What?
Ah!
What?
What's going on here? Why does it feel like an icy chill just swept through the room?
Susie, what did you just say?
What happened?
You said the Hound of the Baskervilles. But how could you know the full title?
Well, that's because Mr. Sato is such a great fan of all the stories about Mr. Sholmes, of course.
But Bruno, the Hound of Baskervilles has never been published.
What?
When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet.
I don't understand.
That's why he said that he'd keep it safe. Until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you see.
So that's why the manuscript is at Windybank's.
And yet, how could Susie here know the title?
I don't know.
Well, Hurley, what's going on?
I'm completely lost. Ha!
What is it, Mr. Sholmes?
Prepare, our guest has arrived. What's going on?
Miss Lestrade!
Are those... Okay, above the bookshelf, are those bullet holes that say VR? What initials are those? Why? This got right, Drippy? Like, I don't even know what the case is yet. I just know weird things are happening.
This was a bad idea. I knew I was welcome. I'm going.
No, wait! Miss Lestrade! We've all been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Haven't we, Iris?
What is going on? Why is everyone...
Oh yeah, just wait there, Genie.
I said Genie.
We'll have everything ready in a jiffy.
It's kind of... Ace Attorney as a series, though. You kind of maybe piece together what's happening long after the case is finished. Yeah, that's so true, Genie. Come along, Susie. Right, of course. It's a pleasure to see you here, Miss Lestrade. Please make yourself at home.
Don't stand in the doorway, my dear. Come along in. What say you, Miss? What say you to some Mendelonshon? I won't take no for an answer.
Meddlesome it is, then.
It's not even your home to tell someone else. That's what I was thinking too. Like, make yourself at home. Like, you have rent here, but you don't live. Like, it's not your home. Aw, Wagahai.
Meow.
Meow. That's the cat's voice now.
That evening, Irish prepared us all a meal that was even more delicious than usual. Mrs. Shelm's violin performance was in no way meddlesome. And Gina, as we came to call her, taught us how to steal things from another without being noticed.
Amazing. The thing I hate about this game is that they always ask questions, even though the case hasn't even started, and there's no mystery. At least Phoenix asked questions when the case actually started. That's I've noticed that too, Drippy. In this game, they ask a lot of questions before the punchline or like the questions even set up. I've noticed that too. Yo, One Man, how's it going, dude? Here to earn more points to get your VIPs, I see. A lot of Y's and I's. Huh?
Everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves well into the night.
I just beat a super cocky German in chess. Oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I like that grumpy statue in the back above the candle.
That was a very enjoyable evening, wasn't it? Oh yes, Iris's cooking was truly divine. And I feel as though I can still hear the enchanting strains of Mr. Schoen's violin even now. Best of all, I bet I could steal the glasses from his lordship's face next time we're in court.
Maybe don't.
Naruto-san, can I consult with you about something I wonder? What's the matter, Susato-san? It's about the telegram I received.
Oh? I forgot there was a telegram.
Ah! The one that arrived first thing this morning, I suppose.
Yeah, the one she never told us about.
I've been summoned. What? Summoned? What do you mean? The telegram was from the Lord Chief Justice's office. Lord Strongheart asked me to see me. The Lord Chief Justice? When? Tomorrow morning. What? Then we have to start preparing at once. Oh, no, that won't be necessary. I've been summoned alone. Alone?
Oh yes, I'm streaming an hour earlier. One. Don't worry, nothing. Times didn't change or anything. It is normal. I'm meeting more of Glem's family today, and our ride's coming an hour, like before stream would normally end. So I pushed the stream back an hour. Nothing's wrong with me, One. I mean, everything's wrong with me, but nothing to do with stream.
Alone? What on earth for? I have no idea. I suppose I should find out tomorrow.
Also, oh my god, One. You know how I ordered myself a webcam to replace my phone so that I would have no more problems? Yeah, it caused more problems than I normally have. I spent all day yesterday trying to get the thing to work properly. But after hours of research and consulting Genie, I realized there was something wrong with my webcam. So I messaged Logitech and was like, "Hey, this is what's happening." They're like, "Oh yeah, it's busted. We'll give you we'll replace it with another one." Technology hates me, man. There's no winning. Maybe I should just become a VTuber. Just don't show my face at all. I could bring back the SpongeBob picture for those who remember it. Yeah, they're replacing it just with like the same brand, like the same type. But yeah, I was so frustrated. I was beyond. Please no. Chippy remembers it. Those were good times. should ask for a more expensive one. I don't think I could have done that. I don't think that's a thing, is it? No. For those who remember it, that felt like an attack. No! I just mean like, I feel like only a few select people would remember it because it happened so early in my streaming career.
What's all this about? Whatever it is, it's making me feel very uneasy. Who's there? Oh, who could that be, I wonder?
Good evening, friends.
Ah, Iris! Hello again.
Oh, and Gina.
And Gina, too. Yes, Jeannie's going to stay with us tonight. She's going to sleep in with me. Isn't that right, Jeannie? Well, yeah. How lovely. Let me make a pot of tea. You know, I've learned so much today. Oh, what in particular? Well, those things Jeannie showed us. Wasn't it wonderful?
Ah, you mean all those pickpocketing techniques. We had fun trying them out on each other, didn't we?
I'm happy I don't remember the SpongeBob. It was just a picture of SpongeBob, like, and I just like kept it in the corner one day when I was sick. It was a SpongeBob stream, and then he would make occasional appearances.
Ah, you mean all those pickpocketing techniques. We had fun trying them out on each other, didn't we?
I think I've awakened a natural talent. I could earn a living from it.
You might be getting ahead of yourself a little here. So, what brings you up to our humble quarters at this late hour?
Well, you see, I came to return this.
Wait, what? That's mine!
Oh my, how did you ever? I told you, didn't I? I have a natural talent for it.
No, yes, I'd forgotten. Iris literally is a child genius.
So anyway, yeah, you can have it back.
By the way, how long does it take you to do your hair in the morning? I want to know how long it takes you to make perfect curls like that stick out like so far from your head and also have little hearts. Like my guess is that she painted it. Like it just dipped in raw paint and it hardened like that. That has to be the only way. You know when you win in Jackbox and it shows the winning player? He kept putting on SpongeBob on the way. Oh my god, that's right, I did. And the winner is SpongeBob.
Not that I really understand why you wear it, though.
Ah, thank you.
All right then, good night.
Yes, good night.
I still have that picture somewhere. I could totally bring it back to stream one day.
So is this your office, is it? What do you think, Jeannie? I think I wouldn't fancy me chances with a lawyer what lives in a place like this. Yes, me too.
It seems as though Iris here still has something she'd like to talk about.
Considering Drip's reaction, I'm a vote to bring it back. oh, poll? Do we bring back SpongeBob? SpongeBob back? Oh my god, you know how Glem had a raccoon? Mine can be SpongeBob. It'll be the SpongeBob picture when I talk, it moves.
I suppose she probably wants to talk about the manuscript.
Yes, I suppose she probably does.
Iris, I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you? Aren't you going to tell me?
Bring back SpongeBob? Can I vote multiple times? No, how about no? Wait, no, still no. God damn it! Give me a chance. Why am I not shocked?
I'm so sorry. I need a little more time, please. All right, I understand. I hope I haven't made you feel awkward. Oh no, not at all, Iris, not at all.
I don't know what all this is about, really, but... It's a story you made up, is it? Iris, this manuscript, or whatever you call it. Oh my god, it's opposite day! You're right, Juan, I totally forgot! How could I forget such a thing?
It's not exactly a story that I made up. It's something I read in Daddy's diaries.
Daddy's?
That's right. I don't suppose I've mentioned it to you before, Ginny, but my daddy was Hurley's assistant once. His partner.
Eh?
They solved all sorts of strange and mysterious cases together.
She looks horrified of everything.
Is that right, mister?
Apparently so. Not as surprised as you are, though.
And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case down, you see, in his diaries. So I study them and write my stories based on what actually happened.
So, where's your old man now, then?
He's dead.
He had to go away on our urgent business to faraway land, and he'll be gone a very long time.
A very, very long time.
So I've never really met him.
Oh, right.
Come to think of it, I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Perhaps we should ask her.
No, never. That's not a conversation topic. You can't go up to someone and go, so tell me about your parents. In any case scenario, like, odds are, probably not great. Probably not a topic you want to dive into.
Iris, this Hound of the Baskerville story. I take it that it's another tale inspired by our father's accounts.
Tell me about your parents. No, let's not get into that. Too soon, Juan. I don't think we're at that stage in our relationship where we can talk about that yet.
That's right.
When you get VIP though, then we'll talk. Then I'll know we're best buds, and then I can trust you.
I thought it was fascinating. But it's different somehow.
So never. No, we'll get there.
But it's different somehow from other cases, I mean.
Oh? How?
I don't really know, but it must be special in some way. Because after I'd written it, and I showed the manuscript to Hurley, he turned as white as a sheet. It was the first time I've ever seen him like that.
It pains me to have to say this after you've told over it for so long, Iris, but the story must not be published at this time, under any circumstances.
But why not? It's one of my best works.
I'm not at liberty to say. Not now, so please, do not ask me.
Alright then, I won't.
So you don't even know how many points I have. You have about 36,000 points, am I right? Am I like just on the dot?
But I do solemnly swear that I will explain everything one day, Iris. When the time is right. When Juan gets VIP, then all will be clear.
And that's how the manuscript came to be with Mr. Winniebank, isn't it?
Not even close, damn it.
Yes. Hurley said it had to be somewhere very safe.
That really gets my goat, that does. He's treating you like a child. He's mean, that's what it is, keeping secrets like that.
And I'm sure Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean.
Eh?
If he said he wasn't at liberty to talk about it, I'm sure there must be been a very good reason.
I think so too. Why am I tired? When you become an adult, I've realized you're just always tired. You're just never not tired. Doesn't matter how much you sleep or how little sleep you get, you're just always tired. At least from my personal experience. Tisk, you lot are too trusting for your own good. But you can't pull the wool over my eyes. Sholmes is lying to Iris. I bet my life on it.
What?
Tired is now a constant state of being, right? Like, what is being not tired? That's an urban concept. That's not real. It's like when you're a child, you sometimes remember things wrong, or like you over-exaggerate them. We just like forgot what it was like, you know, to not be tired.
Hurley's lying to me.
Don't sulk in the corner. Talk to us. You just said something. Your Jesus Christ. Your parents. Until I unlock. Swore no matter what. Oh, I've hit that already one. It sucks.
I realize that I don't know anything about your parents, Gina.
I ain't got any, have I? Never did have.
Never, eh?
Oh.
It's not a great perk. Yeah, it's not a great passive. It's more of a boon, if anything.
Look, the East End's full of orphans like me. No one wants nothing to do with us. From the minute we're born, not even our mums. But we all stick together. The older ones look after the little ones and make sure they get by. So that's why you're a pickpocket. Nah, different's my life. I love it. I get a kick out of it every time I lift some pompous idiot's purse.
I'll take one for the team and accept it. VIP? What are you accepting?
And that's how we all offer to eat. I'm like Robin Hood, ain't I? That's how I see it. Oh, Gina.
Give it to me. No, you have to redeem it, Juan. Oh, the soreness. You still have to redeem that. You have to hit a certain age to redeem it.
No, Glam.
What if you didn't go back to work? What if you quit? Okay, we did it. Plum's quitting, guys. She's with us forever now. It's like you have a choice. It's not like you have a choice. Yeah, exactly.
I do think about it sometimes. What would it be like to have parents? I mean, I always thought I'd make everything right. But I haven't listened to what Irish has said. It sounds like having parents ain't always easy either. Oh! I mean, if you know you never had him, you don't feel like you've always wanted to meet him. It's true. I do want to see Daddy so much.
Aw.
Oh, Iris.
Sholmes lie.
Gina, what did you mean when you said that you know Mr. Sholmes is lying to Iris?
Well, he reckons he popped that manuscript or whatever, right? But come on, that's obviously a load of rubbish. Oh my! Why would you think that, Gina? It's simple. If that star is really in old Windybank storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it. Ah. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you. But Allie would never do something like that. I'm sure of it. Ha! Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Bare-faced liars, a lot of them. You just haven't realized it yet. I'm telling ya, the mantle script ain't it at Windybanks. You'd soon see it if you'd had a look. Even if you think you can trust him. I don't. That Sholmes is a liar like the rest of them.
I don't think so. I think it contains information that people can't know about.
If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. See? Oh, but I don't mean that I think he sold it. I mean, I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Iris.
Iris. As in like an eye, the iris of the eye, because she sees lies. Ha. I get it.
Oh my goodness, look at the time.
come along, Ginny. We should go back downstairs.
Yeah, all right.
And please don't mention any of this to Hurley, will you?
No, of course not. Good night then, Iris. Good night, Gina.
You must let me make breakfast for you tomorrow morning. I insist. Oh, yes, please. I can't wait, Susie. Good night, then.
Now I want breakfast.
Iris! Sure is easy to forget, isn't it? Sometimes she speaks just like an adult. But deep down, she's still just a child.
Oh, Woolly Bear.
Well, I think it's time I turned in for the night, too.
Okay, good night.
Dr. John H. Wilson, Idris's father, but also the name of the murdered visiting professor at Numa University. It can't be a mere coincidence. There's something deeper going on.
Passes out. I love how the Ace Attorney character is always turned into this weird found family type of thing. I know, right? Like, they each have a role they play. And, like, Ryan or Phoenix is always the dad, and everyone else fills all the other roles. Hello? Who's talking to me?
That voice. That's Mr. Sholmes. What's going on? It's the middle of the night.
It's Miss Lestrade. She's gone.
Gina.
She was supposed to be sleeping in Iris's room, but her bed is empty. And I know, were you spying?
She's an independent young woman. She probably decided to go home, no?
I think not. From speaking to her before she retired, I received the distinct impression that she was looking forward to breakfasting with Miss Usato. No, I don't believe the girl has gone home, but I've been waiting for over an hour now.
Over an hour? Oh.
If you'll indulge me, look out of the window, my dear fellow. Oh?
What's this about?
Ooh, foggy. Ooh, foggy. Sometimes a family is an eccentric detective, 2 foreign law students, and some really strange children that wandered in didn't leave. Yeah. It's always a young child who is like somehow more mature than everyone else, like Pearls and Susie. Without the deerstalker hat, Sholmes looks like yeah, he looks super young. He looks like he's in a boy band or something.
Wait a minute. Why is there light on in this time of night?
That's Mr. Winnybag's pawnbrokery.
Mr. Winniebanks. Oh no!
Yeah, she's gonna break in there and try to steal the book. Yeah. Hurley's back, all right. Bill, He's a Backstreet Boy.
Could Gina have gone?
It seems you have some knowledge of the situation, Mr. Naruto.
Sorry? Oh no, not really.
Well, anyway, we must investigate. At once. Why are you here?
Miss Usato!
Why? We were... Okay. Like, that face doesn't get a 5 o'clock shadow, even at 8 p.m., right? He's very, very young.
The door to Winniebanks is open. And the lamp is burning. It must be Gina, mustn't it?
Wait. Can I check how old he is? 34. Wow. I thought he was in his 20s. Damn. They really said, all right, let's pay people actual age in this game. 10. 48. 17, I can see that. Egbert Benedict.
Dermison Gregerson.
Look at that face. Ew. He's had some Botox, apparently. Let's hope it's nothing more sinister.
What?
Come, there's not a moment to lose. Clearly, something's afoot inside. If she's 10, and Herlock basically adopted her when she was super, super young, does that mean he was like 22-ish? And like raising a child? Damn, man. Clearly something is afoot inside.
There's no one here.
Did we just walk in? Oh, yes. There is. Oh!
Ah! Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes! What the? Has Sholmes been shot?
Leave me, Mr. Naruto!
But
After them, go! They have a gun!
right.
What?
Blast! I've lost them.
You're useless.
Hello, hello. What over here?
The alarm was just raised from this pawnbroker, sir. Would you know something about that?
Officer, come with me. It's my friend, Mr. Sholmes. He's been shot.
Shot? In the Victorian era, that would have been normal. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I forget, you know, things happened earlier in life back then.
With the policemen close behind me, I ran back to Windy Banks.
Bruh.
Mr. Sholmes!
Mr. Narado.
How bad is it? Never mind me, but there's much at stake. Behind that door.
Where's the blood? There's no blood.
In the storeroom. Hurry!
Oh!
Oh, so he was one shot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's Gina!
It's Gina. I'm a typical anime boy living in a high school world. Oh no.
I'm glad you prefer my Sonic the Hedgehog voiceover.
Oh no, I'm a high school boy.
Yes, please, I got to save. Delay. Oh, thank you, Drippy. Let me fix that. Real quickly. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Close.
How's this then? Is this lined up? Yeah, we're back.
I can't wait for this to not be a problem anymore, guys. There we go. Much appreciated, Trippy. Ah! Right, we just saw this. Ew, the doll. Remove it.
Behind that door in the storeroom.
Oh, hurry! Oh.
It's Gina! From that moment, Winnie Bank's pawnbrokery became a crime scene. Everything that followed happened in a whirlwind of activity. The arrival of the police, the preliminary investigation of the scene, and the questioning. It was just before dawn before I was allowed back to my lodgings at 221B.
Is that how they shot the bullets into the wall?
Oh, Iris!
A telegram came, but all it said was, wait at home.
Oh, yes. We asked one of the policemen to have it sent. It was simply impossible to come back.
When I woke up, I was all alone.
Oh,
Hurley and Jeannie were gone. Everyone was gone.
yeah, right. I thought the same thing, Drippy.
What's happened, Runo? Poor Iris.
Oh no, she asked. Whoops.
Poor Iris. She's trembling. She's obviously trying very hard not to let herself get too worried. I'll explain everything that I know.
Something awful has happened, hasn't it?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Everyone's dead. Your dad's dead, Sherlock's everyone's dead. They're gone. I'm sorry I have to tell you this, Iris, but Mr. Whitney Bank is dead.
Oh, I don't care about him. What about everyone else?
He was shot. We discovered it in the early hours of the morning.
Oh, yes, I had a feeling.
You did?
Well, I saw all of these police carriages pulling up outside his shop, so I knew something must have happened there.
When we entered Winnie Banks in the small hours, we disturbed a gang of 2 thugs. They ran out onto the street, and I chased after them, but they got away.
So it was one of them who shot Mr. Windybag, I suppose.
I don't know, but that's not what the police believe at the moment.
Oh, why not?
They've arrested someone else as their crime suspect, you see. Gina.
Ginny? But why?
Well, the thing is,
No, Ginny wouldn't do something like that.
I know. None of us think she did it.
Then why have they arrested her?
I'm sorry, there was nothing I could do.
I don't understand why they arrested Ginny. It's not fair. What about the 2 thugs that were at the scene? Why aren't they the prime suspects? After all, they shot Hurley dead, didn't they?
What? We didn't even talk about Hurley yet.
No! I mean, Mr. Sholmes isn't dead, Iris.
Hug, this is all so horrible.
The thing is, Mr. Winniebank was found on the floor in the storeroom where he keeps all the deposited articles. And the storeroom door was locked from the inside.
I see.
But he wasn't alone in there. Gina was found next to him on the floor as well.
Oh no.
And according to the detectives who investigated afterwards,
Don't tell me. There was no one else in the room.
yes, exactly. How did you know?
It's the only explanation.
Yes, the only explanation indeed.
What do you mean by that, Runo? Well,
Hug, what can I say? I'm damned if I agree, damned if I don't.
Sholmes. So wait, if Sholmes wasn't shot, why was he falling over?
so where's Hurley then? Is he still there investigating the scene? He really ought to have some breakfast. It's not good for him to miss meals.
I don't want to worry you, Iris, but I have some news about Mr. Sholmes. He was taken to the hospital this morning.
What?
Well, when we entered with some mini bags, a gun was fired and
He took a bullet. Oh, we did take a bullet. Oh, damn.
Hurley was shot.
no, it's all right.
His life isn't in danger, but he was shot, right?
Really, are you sure? Where is he? Which hospital?
He's at St. Sinners.
St. Signers? St. Sinners.
They're tending to him there.
I must see him at once.
I'm sorry, Iris, but you can't.
Why not? That's not fair. I'm a family member. I should be allowed.
Being shot doesn't mean you die automatically. Oh, no, I know! But they're being so around the bush of whether he was shot or not. There wasn't any blood at the scene. I know the gun that guy holds, who's dead now, Windy Banks, only ever has one bullet in the gun. So it only makes sense that one shot would have fired. Was he shot? Or was he just, I don't know, wounded? Like punched or something?
No, I mean, nobody can see him at the moment. He's not allowed any visitors. They're preparing to operate, you see.
Oh, okay, he was shot. Never mind.
To operate? Oh, poor Hurley.
Oh, well, he is injured then.
It was the two thugs who were at Mr. Windybank's shop. They shot Mr. Jones when we, disturbed them, you see. It was pitch black inside the shop at the time. My mind went totally blank, I'm afraid. I just froze. I'm a useless piece of garbage. After them.
Yes, yes.
I can't even run very fast. After that, I ran out into the streets, but, well, they were long gone. I shouldn't have hesitated. I'm so sorry, it's my fault. I let them get away.
Yo, Frisk, how's it going? How you doing today?
I think that's a very good thing.
Sorry?
Well, if you'd seen which way they went and chased after them, you might have been shot as well, Bruno.
Yeah.
On top of everything else, I couldn't bear that.
No, Iris.
Where's Susie, Bruno?
She's still at the police station.
Oh, why?
I expect she's, still being questioned. The police said they wouldn't be finished for a while.
Why aren't
Wait, what did I miss? Oh, she's at the police station.
why aren't you there then?
Well, I didn't get a good look at the criminals anyways, so they weren't questioning me for long. And Mr. Sato stayed behind at the scene to tend to Mr. Sholmes, so they didn't get started until later.
Ah, I see.
Besides, one of us had to come back with Iris. I'm glad Inspector Gregson agreed to me leaving early.
You should have let me know and I would have come to the station.
Well,
I'm afraid I'll need to go out again now, Iris. There's not much I can do at the moment. But I can at least try to find out how Mr. Sholmes and Gina are getting on.
I want to go too. Take me with you, Bruno.
Ah!
I can't just sit, I can't stand just sitting around here waiting.
I'm not sure how I'll feel about taking a 10-year-old child to the scene of a murder.
well, I mean, Phoenix Wright did it multiple times at Pearl, so I guess it runs in the family.
But I don't want to leave her all alone here either. All right then, Iris. Perhaps you can help me.
Oh yes, I'd love to.
Yay, we got a new sidekick.
Gina's at the prison. Mr. Sholmes is probably in his hospital bed.
Aww, she's so cute.
And don't forget we have to visit the crime scene. We need to conduct a thorough investigation.
Ah, I can see you're ready for action. I imagine Iris would appreciate going to the hospital sooner rather than later.
Well, let's get a move on. The prison. Oh yes, we can visit Ginny. Oh, St. Siner's Hospital. Let's go to the hospital first.
Hurley! Oh! He's not here.
Please don't visit me. Why not, Jeannie? Do you not want us to come back to Canada and visit you? No? Are you sure? Oh, cancel our plans, Clem. Jeannie doesn't want us to visit it. Clem just made the saddest face, Jeannie.
No, that's strange. The nurse definitely said he was in the bed by the window, didn't she?
Oh, I know that's probably happened. Hurley was being a big baby, and the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home.
I'm not so sure about that. Baby or not, there's no question that it was a fairly serious injury that Mr. Sholmes suffered.
Oh,
I mean, if you want to come to my uni graduation, you can come visit then. Yay! Yes! Absolutely! Let's do it. That sounds like a grand time. We'll be the ones with giant signs in the back going, "Woo, Genie! Woo! Graduation, go!" Hello. What have we here? This water's off limits. No visiting. So what are you doing in here, eh? Perfect.
well, I'll have you know, we're Hurley's next of kin.
But begging your pardon then, ma'am, sir. A little lady and a curious Eastern gentleman. The great mystery solvers, the mysteries family, eh?
If that's how you see us, I'm sure.
Where is he, Constable? Where's Hurley?
I believe it is currently in the operating theater, ma'am, undergoing an extensive operation.
Extensive.
It has been several hours since we went in.
Oh dear. Is he going to be all right?
That doesn't appear to be working, you see. The anesthetic, that is.
Oh!
I have heard a report the gentleman claims he may have had a little too much to drink last night. Coffee, that is. So they can't knock him out? Ha!
Anyway, I think it would be fair to assume that he won't be back for several hours yet. I see. Thank you, Constable. Perhaps we should leave and come back later.
Oh, poor Hurley.
Oh, okay. Let's go see Ginny then. They didn't take her things from her? Usually when you're thrown in prison, don't you lose all your stuff?
Hello, Gina.
Okay, they let her in prison with a gun? This doesn't add up.
Oh, you still have the grenade launcher Hurley and I made?
I wish you wouldn't point it at me all the time, though.
What are you here for?
Ginny?
I have a feeling it's because of us that you ended up in trouble.
The great security measure of this person. I know, right?
So we're thinking that we might be able to help you.
Not just a gun, a grenade launcher. Yes, you can't break out of prison with that. Clearly not.
No, you can't.
Sorry?
You are. Get lost. Don't be like that, Ginny. I know you didn't do it. You never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't.
You think you know me? Pull the other one. Then they would have to redesign the character with new clothes. That's true. Okay, but like not just the clothes. That's understandable. But you could take her bag away, and her grenade launcher.
Oh. You ain't got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. I pinch people's purses when they're walking down the street. That's how I get by. I for a second I stopped reading after I pinch people. I was like, what? You don't know me at all. I pinch people. I'm the lowest of the low. And if I saw me chance, I'd sneak into a pawn shop in any day of the week. Just to see what I could lay my hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am.
But Ginny,
I'll be in court tomorrow, they said. Some cove came by before and said he'd be a lawyer for me or the like. Said it was my right or something. But I told him to get stuffed. Oh, I don't need no lawyer. I don't need no one.
she couldn't be staring at me any more obviously if she tried.
They let whips in the court. Why not smoke grenade launchers? But in the court! This is in prison! Like...
Why are you being like this, Ginny?
Let me represent you.
I don't understand, Gina. Why did you send the public defender away?
He wanted me to sign some papers. Represented papers or something like that. It's all gonna be rigged anyway. The whole trial. They'll pin it on me because I'm a kid. That's what grown-ups always do.
Why do you think that?
Because that's how it's always been for me. Growing up in the back slums. Me whole life. If you do what the grown-ups tell ya, it'll get your mates dragged off by the coppers or worse. I've had it happen to me before and all. Been sold out and nearly snaffled on the back of it. Is this English? You can't trust no one. That's the point. As soon as you do, you're gone to grasp. Dead.
Gina, listen. If you like, in tomorrow's trial,
I could. Forget it.
Ginny, don't you trust Runo?
Nah, I don't.
Oh. Rude.
Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone.
What happened, girl?
Will you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night at the pawnbroker's.
There's nothing to tell. I figured it'd pay me, so I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. But the old bloke walked in on me and you know the rest.
But why, Ginny? Why would you do that?
Ain't it obvious? The place is full of stuff I could sell for a shilling or two. Living ain't easy, you know. It's a lot of work and half the time you don't even get nothing.
Is that really why you broke into the place?
What?
Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else?
I'll give it to rest. What would be the point anyway, eh? Nothing I could say would make a blind bit of difference.
Please tell us, Ginny. We'll believe you, whatever it is.
Believe me, don't be daft. You can't believe nothing. Everyone lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot. I've told some unforgivable lies, I have. What do you mean?
What do you mean by that? What's unforgivable lies?
Tell us, what did you do?
What did you mean before, Gina? When you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies you've told are? Maybe we can help.
Sorry. We're out of time. They're gonna want to question me now.
Ginny, please.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to give you this. Something to remember me by. Aww, a cat. Aww.
A photographic print of a really adorable cat.
Snowman. Hey, guys!
I found it in one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point in me having it.
I wonder what a little photograph like that was doing in the pocket of the overcoat.
Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye.
Oh, Ginny.
The little white cat photograph has been entered into the court record.
Well. I'm a lawyer. Let me present. Did you have a look at, That's strange. Where's my armband gone? What's the problem? Something wrong? Don't suppose you're looking for this?
Oh my god, she took it from me. Oh my god, it actually activated dialogue.
Yes, but how? And when? And how again? I got a talent for it, haven't I? Divin. That's bordering on black magic. And it makes what I was about to say about my armband seem a little dull. So, what do you want to tell me about it then?
Well, that I'm a lawyer. Oh, the same dialogue. Damn it, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna be like, I wear this as my oath to protect justice, and I can't let you go. And I knew there was gonna be stuff on the back.
Look on the back of this print here. There's something written on it.
13th February, 9 p.m. Article deposited. 1 small box. Loan amount paid 10 shillings. Redemption deadline 13th April, 9 p.m.
So this photographic prick is a redemption ticket.
13th of February? That could be significant. It was just 2 days ago before the murder of the omnibus, wasn't it?
Oh. Damn. A small box. That doesn't tell us much about it, does it?
Who knows? If Mr. McGilda still had the ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article.
So do you think the box might still be...
So do you think the box still might be present somewhere in the shop?
Yes! If it's something Mr. McGill deposited, we need to investigate.
Interesting. Well, let's go do that, shall we? I like to move it. I like to move it. Brum. Oh, they're walking. Oh my god, animation.
This is where it happened then. Last night.
That's right. The 2 thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place looking for valuables.
But apart from the policemen in here, you wouldn't know anything had happened. There's no sign of disturbance.
No, you're right about that, actually.
In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking.
I know what you mean. They're like a gang of organized criminals, all dressed in black.
Oh, I heard that. Oh!
Oh, Inspector, good morning.
I suppose I ought to thank you for your diligence last night. We got to the scene before I was disturbed at the least. Shame we let the 2 rogues get away, mind.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
I thought you'd assign extra men to the beat around here, Gregsy. Now look what happened. Hurley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty.
Ah! Your ladyship!
Oh, Jesus.
No one told me you were coming.
I expect you to take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley and see he has the very best medical care.
Of course, your ladyship. The very best doctors in the capital are tending to him as we speak.
Now then, I don't think it's Runo's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job.
Absolutely, your ladyship. As you say, ma'am, as you say. The gent in black is totally blameless. Everyone's in agreement about that.
Would you believe it? He's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about a personality change.
Oh, where are my manners? Are you thirsty, your ladyship?
What the hell?
Perhaps you'd like some juice. Some nice refreshing fruit juice.
Who did this man become?
Perhaps you'd like some juice. Some nice refreshing fruit juice.
Oh, why? Are you thirsty, Gregsy? I have some of my special herbal tea with me if you'd like some.
Oh? Glug, glug, glug. It's tea. You don't down it, you sip it.
Ah, lovely. So very much. Ta very much. That really hit the spot, Your Ladyship.
Oh, Jesus, this man. He took that tea like a shot, right?
I don't even recognize him like this.
Investigation, my dude.
So, how is the investigation going, Inspector?
Nothing to it, really. Very simple case, sis. There's some very definitive evidence. We're just about to charge the diver we arrested last night, in fact.
Gina, you're going to charge her?
That's right. Should be able to bring her before the judge at the bail tomorrow.
Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on, show me.
Your Ladyship, as much as I wish I could oblige you, I'm afraid.
She looks like a bug.
Ah, I see. You've already captured the pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you?
What the?
And you're going to put them on the stand as witnesses, are you?
How? How could you? How? How could you possibly know that?
I had a feeling, that's all.
Remind me never to try to keep a secret from Iris. So you arrested the two men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you?
Well, yes. They were rounded up pretty quickly by the lads on the back.
And Miss Lestrade is being held at the prison? Alright.
She should be. That's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course.
Mr. Sholmes.
Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential.
Well, I know he's being operated on at St. Siner's. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know.
I'm terribly sorry, Your Ladyship. It's the hospital policy. No visiting at all.
Oh,
The bullet must have hit an artery in his midriff. He's lost a fair bit of blood.
There was no blood at the scene.
oh no.
He didn't seem too bad in the first hour or so. But a hemorrhage like that is enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down.
Mr. Sholmes is a human like the rest of us, you know.
No, he's not.
Well, anyway, he's having emergency surgery right now. They've got to stop the bleeding.
But he will be all right, won't he? They'll be able to make him better.
Of course, Your Ladyship. He'll be as right as rain before you know it.
Really? How'd you know?
Hey, how do I know? Well, it's because, of course, yes, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective, that's why.
I don't like who this man becomes around her.
We'd better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what's needed to make someone well again.
Oh dear. Please don't die, Hurley.
Right, Coco? She's adorable.
I'll report to Your Ladyship the moment I hear he's out of the operating theatre.
Her ladyship.
I couldn't help noticing, Inspector.
What? That was it, Sunshine.
Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris.
What's the sauce, Sonny? I'm a copper, and we don't go in for favoritism.
But he's right, you do treat us differently.
It's because of those adventures of Sherlock Holmes stories, that's why.
Oh?
I crop up in them, don't I? Inspector Tobias Gregson.
Oh, well yes, because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's.
What did you write about the Inspector, Iris?
I don't remember really.
It is one of Sholmes' lines. Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yarders. It's how he put it.
Oh, did I write that?
And you know what that one line did for me, eh? The very next month, my pay doubled. Doubled, I tell you.
Oh, that's amazing.
All because everyone at the yard reads them. They read all the Herlock Sholmes stories. They've even set up a fan club for me.
Of course, that explains everything. It was around that time that you became such a toady to me.
A toady?
Can you blame me? All it takes is one bad word from you and Sholmes could change his tune about me. Gregson, no, the great detective will say. He's getting quite overrated these days. Think what would happen to my salary if that came out in print, eh? The whole thing gives me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights of sleep I've lost to worrying about it.
I was just about to ask Gregson already explain why he acts like that towards Iris, but I see he's doing it. Yes, he's doing it right now. I remember him briefly saying this earlier, though, so I'm not shocked.
But that would never happen, Gregsy.
Every month a new Ransom magazine comes out. My hands are trembling as I return the papers.
Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves.
Dude, it's tea. Bruh.
Ah, lovely. Not very much. It's really hit the spot, your ladyship.
Jesus. He has a lot of trust in that newspaper. I'm surprised the chips aren't over the floor. I know, right?
Teetotal.
Oh, yeah. There's something I was supposed to talk to you about, actually, Mr. Naruto.
Yeah? What is it?
I've got an important message for you. I clearly forgot about it until now.
An important message? I wonder what it could be.
Also, his neck reminds me of the puppet guy. Yes! Oh my god, yes! So the Carnival case have to be related. What was his name? Woody? I think it was Woody. Something Woody. The puppet guy from the... Ben Woodman. Ben Woodman. That's what his name was. From the original Ace Attorney. Ben Woodman? Yeah. It was, I swear it was. I think it was. Yeah, I said Woody because we were like, oh, he's the knockoff Woody. The Wish version of Woody. The puppet's name was Trilo. I remember that because it was the Pokemon. Yeah, it was? Okay. I thought it was Woodman. I probably edited that clip so long, that's why I remembered. Just tell me the message. Don't make me click a button. What else am I gonna do? I'm here. Just tell me.
Are you gonna tell me what this important message is then, Inspector?
Yeah, it's about that young lady who's normally by your side, your assistant.
Dear Susie, is she all right?
She's at the station, isn't she?
Oh, she's at the station, isn't she? Been being questioned, I believe?
Nope, not anymore. She had to head off.
Head off? Where?
To Lord Strongheart's office, of course. He summoned her.
Ah, yes, of course. I forgot about that.
One of the whipstocks took her there in the yard carriage after we'd finished questioning her. But she asked us to tell you she didn't have the fare for the return journey and to go and meet her there.
She's got a nerve, using Scotland Yard as a bloomin' messaging service. I see. Well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector.
Why did Susie have to go to see Lord Chief Justice?
She didn't tell me. But I better head over to the Lord Chief Justice's office and fetch her straight away.
I feel like we should examine things, should we not? Oh, maybe we can't because the police are here.
All right then, let's see what we can uncover.
Nine, what do you think you're doing, Sunshine? You can't touch anything in here.
Oh, but we were hoping to investigate.
This is a crime scene, for Pete's sake. No touching.
What's the problem, Gregsy? Bruno's a liar, you know that.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry, your ladyship. Ever so sorry, but the rules and regulations are thrown to my side. Of course, if Mr. Luther has was to have been properly appointed by the accused, that'd be another matter.
The accused?
It creeps me out when he does. I don't like it. I don't like his dance.
If you could show me some representation papers, I'd be only too happy to let you nose around.
Did you hear that, Bruno? You need Ginny to sign some representation papers. It looks like we're presenting the detective here.
Yeah, okay. Like that's gonna happen. Well, let's try our luck. I feel like we should go to the prison first then to get the permission. Oh, Ginny. Oh. Never mind. Never mind. You keep sulking there. Lord Chief Justice, here, boy.
Yes. No matter how many times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow. Do you think the place is oppressive? I think it's normal. How so? I mean, look at that suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you? Maybe it thinks the same about you.
So everything is clear with regard to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust? Yes, thank you very much.
Ah. There they are. Susata-san and Lord Strongheart. I wonder what they're talking about. They both look very serious.
Very good. There is nothing further to discuss. You may return your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland. No, why is she going back?
Wait, what did he just say? You returned to your homeland?
No, no.
Susato-san!
Yeah, they let themselves in. Birds.
Oh, Mr. Naruto. What was all that about?
Ah, Mr. Naruto. Thank you for coming to collect your colleague.
What's all this about? Why were you talking about Miss Susato's return to her homeland? And, tomorrow... Tomorrow? But what about Ginny's trial? You mean... she's been formally charged now? Oh dear.
Don't change the subject. Why are you going back home?
Miss Susato, what's all this about? Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruto. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here can continue just as it had. That's not what I asked. What happened? Why are you leaving? It's my father. He's fallen ill.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no. Professor Mikotoba?
Yeah, I remember what he looks like. Yeah, I know. I gave him a voice that hurt. That's all I remember. We believe an international telegram from the Empire. Oh, we received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news.
10 days ago, Father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown. And it seems he grows weaker day by day. I don't believe it.
As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. Oh yeah, damn. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Susato's departure as much as possible.
Yes, absolutely. I will leave London first thing tomorrow morning. I can't believe this is happening.
No, I liked her.
So Gina has been charged. She'll have to appear in court. Yes, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the day of the trial has already been set for tomorrow. No, not even 24 hours later.
Gina. The Lester girl and the murder of the Baker Street pawnbroker, yes. An all too suspicious case. The pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in a panic. In a picnic. No, the yard is overstretched as it is, without wasting time on these open and shut cases.
It's not wasting time. Ginny would never do something like that.
Mr. Naruto,
Oh, yes, Lord Strongheart?
in defense of your fine services to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence, but I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave. Now.
Of course, Lord Strongheart.
Criminals will tell the most palatable lies in order to evade justice. The police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. We have far more serious matters with which to contend.
Serious matters? Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday?
Yes, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday.
It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not remind you of that. That fox hawk. The faux hawk, yes indeed. 3 minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me.
There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart.
Which is?
It's Miss Lestred's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her.
A timely suggestion.
Sorry?
The girl currently has no representation.
But that's not fair. Yes, she may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial.
Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation of a public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and a defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right.
Why would you do that?
A question you would do well to direct at Miss Lestred. You'll find her at the local prison.
Yes, thank you.
Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you.
What a day. Gina charged with murder, son about to leave.
Hurley got shot.
Come, Mr. Naruto. Iris, we must make haste. But, Susie, you're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do? As Mr. Naruto's judicial assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sato. That's a very pensive look.
I think we ought to visit Gina first. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go.
If I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. I'll just have to do what I can as a lawyer.
Prison. Oh, she's gone. Well, we can't help her. Oh, never mind. She materialized.
Ah. Hello again, Gina.
You still have a grenade launcher, I see. That takes ages to load. What are you lot here for now?
To have the muzzle of the grenade launcher shoved in our faces yet again, obviously.
I think I need to improve the way you load the ammunition to that thing, don't I? Look, you can come as many times as you like, but I got nothing more to say to you.
Just awkwardly standing here.
Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say.
Her face looks weird. Susato's face looks very weird. from the side. Like look at it. It doesn't quite fit her face. One summon Glam Redemption away from VIP. Oh my god, Coco, you're so close. You got this. You totally got this.
But I'm sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell. Eh? Farewell? Tomorrow I must begin my journey back home, to Japan. I fear we may never meet again. Oh, right. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it will be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable. Susie. Well, that ain't my business.
I'm gonna be so poor in less than a week. 4 coal points, that is. I mean, or just poor in real life. You know, I relate to that.
Both Iris and Mr. Naruto believe you to be innocent, Gina. They've put their faith in you. But somehow, you can't find it in your hearts to put your faith in them. Yeah, that's right, I can't. What of it? It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they are so clearly unhappy. Because of you. What? It's my fault? Yes. So I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and now. I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith they've invested in you. Eh? Only by doing that will you truly be as alone as you claim to be.
What?
What are you talking about? What do you expect me to do, eh? You've told us that everyone lies. So prove it. By admitting one of your own untruths. What about what you said before, Ginny? You said something about unforgivable lies. You must tell Mr. Naruto and Iris the truth now. That is my last request before I leave. My last request as a judicial assistant. No, I can't.
Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing heavily on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about the trial?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like, oh, I went into the pawn store to find the book.
That one in which Magnus McGilded was acquitted.
Ah,
The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You recall as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is about?
yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe.
Oh. Yeah, no worries, Coco. Enjoy the look. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Will you tell us about it now?
Well, will you?
Like you said, it all happened 2 months ago. The coppers got hold of me and shoved me into the witness's stand.
And based on your testimony, Mr. McGilded was declared innocent.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff.
I knew it.
What sort of thing did you lie about? I wasn't hiding under the seat that night. That was the truth.
Wait, you weren't or you were?
It was pitch black in that little cubbyhole. Oh, she was. I couldn't see a thing. And then I heard a loud thud, like someone falling on the floor.
And that's when Mr. McGilded discovered you?
Yeah. He pulled me out from under the seat and sat me next to the dead man. They weren't much light to see by, but when I looked at me hand, I had the cub's blood all over them.
I was so scared. I couldn't even speak.
You had his blood on your hands. In other words, it was Gina that the witnesses on the roof deck saw through the skylight.
Oh.
Then Mr. McGilded started asking you questions, I suppose. Who you were and why you were hiding under the seat. Yeah, he did. Only, that's not all.
What do you mean?
I mean, he threatened me.
Threatened you?
Made me swear about what I'd seen and what I'd heard. And about what was gonna do after the cub was found dead. He made me swear I wouldn't tell no one about any of it. If I did that, he said he'd let me scrap her before the coppers showed up.
Oh? So what happened? I'm assuming he was the murderer?
Gina, you must tell me what you swore to secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything.
I mean, is this... Whoa. Is this relevant to this case?
You said Mr. McGilded made you swear not to tell anybody what you saw. But you were in the pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you?
Yes, with Mr. McGilded sitting above your head, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true. But it was when I heard the thud of the cove hitting the floor, I let a little scream, see, couldn't help it. McGilded heard that and dragged me out by my arm, and that's when I saw it. It's on the floor next to the old geezer who, had been stabbed. A disc, all bright and shiny. A disc?
Do you mean?
Yeah, that's it. The one what that the D took off me at Windy Bags.
So the music box was there on the floor of the omnibus.
Not for long. Mick Gilded spotted it straight away. He picked it up smartish and stuffed it inside his pocket.
So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago at the scene of Mr. Mason's murder?
And the bog trotter told me.
Bog trotter?
I want to mutter a word of it to no one.
Okay. What you heard?
'Cause it was so dark under the seat, under that seat in the cab. I was staring me ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door and footsteps inside the cabin.
Presumably that was Mr. McGilder getting on board.
Nah, not only I'm. What? 'Cause I could definitely make out the footsteps of two people. In that case, it would seem likely that it was Mr. McGill and the victim.
Mr. Thrice Fried Mason.
In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGill claimed he slept during the carriage ride.
Yep. And you come away to it, you get tired, you sleep.
And your own testimony, Gina, supported this. Yeah, that wasn't exactly true. Neither of them was asleep. I could hear them talking the whole time, in low voices.
What? What were they talking about?
Sorry, I don't know. The sound of the oars on the wheels was too loud. But that still tells us something. Mr. McGill and the victim knew each other.
So Mr. McGilder was lying, as I suspected.
Okay.
I knew it wasn't gonna take long before someone raised the alarm that bloke had been killed. And yes, you were quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly. So when the cab came to a stop, Mr. McGill told me to hide back under the seat again. I climbed in and waited. The two cubs from up top ran off to get the coppers.
Yes, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First.
Right, and after they're gone, Mr. McGill asked the driver to do him a favor.
A favor?
I don't remember his voice. Now then, fella, what I need you
to do is take this coat of mine and deposit it with a nearby pawnbroker.
And for your troubles, let's see now. I'll give you 10 guineas.
A nearby pawnbroker? You mean on Baker Street?
Yep, you got it. It was Windy Banks. The coachee snapped it up the money and run off to pop this coat as fast as he could. So then there was no one left in the carriage. McGilded opened the box under the seat and let me get out of there, but not without conditions.
I see.
conditions.
What were Mr. McGiller's conditions then? For letting you go free, I mean.
I'm not telling a soul, not for anything, about what they saw and what they heard. And there was something else as well.
There's more?
Yeah, this is the most important thing. He said,
This is odd animation.
I'm after sending the coachman on a little errand for me. We'll have some small change in his hand. Now then, did he hear what I asked of him? Did he see anything at all? You asked him to go pop the weasel, right?
Does this look like unfinished art? Yeah, right, Drew? They're like, the game's coming out. They're painting, done.
Aye, the fiend's taking me overcoat to deposit with a pawnbroker's hereabouts.
And I want you lads to take the redemption ticket for it. Do you understand? What? You want me to have the ticket?
That's right.
And I'll come to fetch it from you later, sometime within the next 2 months. You hang on to it until then, is that clear? And whatever you do, don't lose it. Alright then. And in case it might happen to be delayed at all, you to go to the pawn shop, Winnie Banks, so it is. And you to explain the loan for the 2 months is up. If you forget, the article will be forfeited, and any old fiend could come along and buy it. Hey, but I ain't got that kind of brass. Here's £5, that should be enough. Do we understand each other, lass? Don't try anything funny now, if you go against me. Yeah, I get it. Good. And one more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I've no doubt. The coppers? Aye. They'll come asking you to take the stand in court, to testify as a witness. So let's have a wee chat about that, shall we? What it is that we might say, and what it is that we won't.
Jesus. Well, he definitely killed him then.
After we'd gone over it all, I piked it. Got as far away from there as I could. Keeping the pawnbroker's ticket in some bushes near me, near the scene. I went to fetch it the next day, once it got dark.
So, Mr. McGilder planned it. And coerced Gina into giving false testimony.
Okay. But if he's dead, why wouldn't she just take the £5 and run? Like, why would she go back and grab the thing?
I bet you're ready to string me up, eh? I lied in that big old courtroom. I told some corkers.
Corkers?
The thing is, he said he would make it so he wouldn't live in the East End no more.
Oh.
That's what he threatened me with.
What a wicked man.
He knew everything, what went on in the back slums. He knew we'd had no one to look after us, and we was all just looking out for each other, getting by together.
So you mean Mr. McGilder would have...
In an heartbeat, he could have had the lot of us chased out of there if he wanted. And then, where would he have gone, eh? Nowhere, that's where. So, I didn't have no choice.
Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything.
But, I'm false now, eh? Go on, admit it. You must be livid.
Well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor.
A favor? What?
Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial.
Eh?
If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. But we need that paperwork, or we can't investigate. The police won't let us. Investigate what? The scene of the incident last night. Mr. Sholmes was shot, you see.
You what? Haley's having a big operation right now, Ginny. Is it bad? Is it gonna be alright? Sholmes is gonna be alright, right?
That's why I want to investigate. For Mr. Sholmes' sake as much as anything.
Right. So what you're saying is, if I sign that bit of paper, everyone's happy, is that it?
Something like that. Mr. Sato?
Yes, of course. I have the representation papers right here. I don't need no one to stick up for me, though. No lawyer or nothing.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Why? I love how there are two types of people in this game. The ones who beg us to represent them. Beg us. Or crying on their knees. Like, you have to represent us. Or the ones that are like, no. Absolutely not. I'd rather die than you represent me. How dare. How dare. How dare. Also, wait, no, there is a third one. The ones that blackmail us too.
Poor Ginny. She seems so lonely.
Yay.
Well, at least that should mean we can investigate the scene at Winniebank's now.
Yes. And perhaps we can come back to visit Ginny when we're done here.
Yay.
I feel like we finally cracked Gina. She's opened up to us at last. And now I have her representation papers. No one else knows what responsibility that is. Anyway, for now it means Inspector Gregson can't stop us from investigating. Although, something tells me he's not gonna be happy about it.
No, no, not at all, not at all. No. To be conned? No. Now. Now immediately. Two to be cantons and one strom? What is this? What is this, guys? I do prefer the shorter chapters, but I think this means that like we're gonna have to end stream like halfway through it, which sucks. But oh well. They should have been thinking of my stroms when they were making this gum. They should have been. Don't they know? I'm the one who plays them. All of them. They made it. Am I the only one streaming Ace Attorney? Oh, okay. I'm first! Guys, I'm first! The worst for first! Yay! Stroms! Hi, ColeHillChills. Twitch Stromer here. I'm having a strong listening to you talk about Stroms. Oh no, not a strong, Jenny. Oh my god. Johnny.
Here we are! Again at the scene of the crime. Now to thrust these representation papers in Gregson's face and see what he makes of them. Hello again, Inspector.
Johnny. Johnny.
Do you have a minute, please?
What is it now? You should go.
Blech.
You should go home and get some rest.
Here you are, Gregsy. Here are the representation papers.
Your ladyship. Ha 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 ha. I don't believe it. How the devil did you get the stubborn little Ragabash to sign that? I salute you. That is good work, that is.
I can see you've been very busy here as well. How about some tea? It's a special blend designed to relieve fatigue.
Oh my god, this man. You're gonna get heartburn that way, dude.
Ah, lovely. Well, let's see now. Yes, yes. I hardly feel tired at all. I'm fit as a fiddle, your ladyship.
Would it be alright if we investigated the scene of the crime then?
Do as you please. You know where it happened. Through that door behind the counter.
Why is there a picture of a realistic dog on the counter? Like every other animal has been like cartoony, but that looks like a real golden retriever.
Yes, the storeroom. That's where I discovered Mr. Winniebank and Gina.
He drinks more tea than should fit in that cup. Yeah, absolutely coffee cups.
Right, well, I'll be getting back to business then.
Will you be investigating in the storeroom as well, Inspector?
If I'm perfectly honest, I mean to wrap this up before long. Can't afford to spend too much time on it. But there are so many articles to go through. It's taking forever. Even with the lads working round the clock. Which is a problem, because there's another case that the yard needs to investigate urgently.
That must be what Lord Strongheart meant by far more serious matters before.
So what I'm saying is, don't get under my feet, Sunshine.
Okay. Noted, Twinkle Toes.
Come then, let's not waste any time.
I feel like most of this game is wasting time. There's so much unnecessarily dialogue. Just get to the point, please. Exactly. Behind that door is the storeroom, isn't it? Yes, it is. Can we go there now?
That's what Gregsy said.
Yes, we just heard. We were just there listening to him. Do we need a flashback to remember it as well?
Yes, and that's where I saw the dreadful scene last night.
We know, we played the game.
No, the little window in the door.
You're turning into me, Cole. No! Oh no! I'm turning into Chippy. A literal flashback of what we saw. Guys.
Mr. Winnybag, face down on the floor. Gina's beside him. Yes.
We just saw that. You just showed the picture of what we just saw.
As the accused legal representative,
You have... I know they're all stupid, but like, can they be stupid faster?
as the accused legal representative, you have the right to examine the scene, Mr. Naruto.
I know! That's why I'm here!
We must make it a thorough investigation. I'm trying to! Yes, of course, and we will! In another 30 minutes after we're done talking. Behind that door, that's the real scene.
I'm gonna lose my mind. Can we please go behind the door now? What?
Don't worry. If there were any clues in there,
I'll find them. Good. Let's go in there. Why aren't we in there yet? Oh my god. Flashback to when they said, "There's the door, the scene of the crime." Oh, that reminded me of when, like the first case we were on in this game. I had to like speed run through it. It wouldn't end. They just kept talking unnecessarily. Almost as many flashbacks to MHA. Oh my god, they do shove a lot of flashbacks in there. Although not as much as Naruto. Naruto is just flashbacks. There is no new scenes. Yeah. There's not that many in my MHA. No, compared to Naruto, there aren't as many flashbacks in MHA. There aren't filler episodes that are just remembering the past, you know? There were episodes of Naruto, I swear I watched 3 times because they just kept doing flashbacks to the same thing that happened. We're like, we get it. Your family died. We saw it happen. You mention it all the time. We don't need to see it 5 times. We don't need to see every character's angle of that night happening. It's like, I'm just angry now. This game's got me heated. Like in the Clerks cartoon where the second episode was a flashback episode. Whoa, oh, I've never seen the Clerks cartoon.
Poor Iris. She's clamped up completely. Iris is bound to find this difficult. After all, Mr. Winniebank's life was taken in his very room only last night.
It's not like she knew him very well. There are so many flashbacks to MHA. The first 2 seasons is just Deku constantly remembering when he was given one for all. Glem completely agrees with you. Okay. There are a lot of flashbacks. Fine. Still nothing compared to Naruto. I'm pretty sure they also have a season recap. Yes, each season they do have the first episode as a recap. I like that though. It's just one episode at the beginning, and it's good. It shows new things happening during the flashback. It's just not in Naruto. It'll be like, all right, open your history chapter books to page 158. We're gonna review this again for the pop quiz that's coming. It's like there's nothing new that happened. It's just they're showing it again. I like how when a character does the sad _01 animation, one of the characters has to go, oh, poor character. Wow, Drippy, you're really cracking the code of this game. You're going to be able to write the dialogue for this soon. You're so true, though.
Ah! Just wanted to scare you.
Wait, Inspector!
What is it now, Sunshine?
You took one look at me and tried to run away.
You think Scotland Yard Inspector would run away from some dumped-up little defense lawyer, do ya? Well... I've never seen her ladyship looking like that before, Fig. I didn't know what to say to her.
So you weren't running away from me, you were running away from a 10-year-old.
Yeah, they're horrifying. If you see a kid, run. Ding sound effect, crash sound effect, boom sound effect. With like a ... exclamation point.
I'm afraid this is all a little much for young Iris. Some gentle reassurance might go a long way, perhaps, Inspector.
Hey!
Underscore sad face.
Don't trouble yourself unduly, your ladyship. I mean, at least you're not dead, are you?
What the hell, man? At least you're not dead, like Hurley.
I don't think that went very well.
Sad _02.
Right! Look, I'm in the middle of an investigation here, Sunshine, and I told you not to get under my feet.
You're getting under your own feet, dude.
And we have investigating to do ourselves. Yes. I'd like to hear more of what the Associate Inspector has to say. Oh, Hurley. And inquire into how Mr. Shum's operation is going.
Voodoo. Why are you here? We have to talk to him more? Why? Oh my god. I love him. I do. He's a great character. It's just I came into this room to investigate and he's standing in front of everything. And he told us not to get under his shoes.
So, Inspector, what do you make of the crime scene here?
You've got eyes, haven't you? Use them.
I would love to.
It is what it looks like. Nothing more, nothing less.
Iris, could you lend me a hand?
So, Gregsy, what do you make of the crime scene here?
Oh, yes, your ladyship. Do allow me to humbly explain. Last night, at shortly after the hour of 1 o'clock in the morning, Scotland Yard police attended the scene. The one and only door to the storeroom was found, locked in from the inside.
So it's locked from the inside.
The lock appears to be broken now, though. Was that the police officers doing?
Quite right, ma'am, quite right. We took the liberty of smashing the door in as humbly as possible.
Oh.
As you can see, the victim was discovered prostrate on the floor, thus-wise. And next to the aforementioned body, we discovered the vile utter child. Oh, the vile gutter child.
Yeah, no worries, Genie. Good luck with your errands, and thanks so much for hanging out with us. We'll see you soon for your graduation. I believe you mean a good strom, Genie. But we will have a good strom. Thank you very much. Good luck with your errands.
Are you talking about Ginny? She's my friend. You know, Inspector.
Sorry. Have a good strom. Thank you, Genie. Much appreciated.
That's right. The helpless girl was curled up on the floor, dead to the world.
She's still alive, you know. Yes, when I saw her, she appeared to be unconscious.
And I'm afraid to say, she had the gun that was used in her hand.
No.
Presumably it's the gun that's still down there on the floor now.
In our pocket, we found the key to the door as well.
What? The key to the storeroom?
And you say the storeroom had been locked from the inside, Inspector.
Correct. None of which leaves her ladyship friend. In something of a sticky situation, I'm afraid. Not like these fries. They are very unsticky. In fact, they're too dry. Obviously, my personal opinion is that it's all some sort of misunderstanding.
Clearly, that's your take on it, Gregson.
Of course it is, Inspector. Of course it is.
Gregsy, do you know anything about Hurley? Is the operation finished? Is Hurley alright? Is he?
Your frigate's
Don't mince your words, Inspector, please. You don't mean to say that Mr. Sholmes is...
No. The operation's done and dusted. It's just that, well,
Out with it!
yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Susato. Let's get this dialogue rolling.
They use something called a general anesthetic. It's the latest thing. Renders the whole body insensitive.
The whole body? Anesthetized?
Anesthetized. Thank you, Clem. I would have never got that.
Is that even possible?
This major operation can be completed while their patient is fast asleep.
Goodness, in the Empire of Japan, we can just manage to provide laughing gas for a tooth extraction.
The trouble is, the latest thing isn't always the greatest thing, if you follow my meaning. I couldn't get the medication to work at first, so it took hours for him to nod off, or so I hear. And now that Josh's finished, they can't get him to wake up apparently.
Oh, and he's in a coma.
Oh my!
No one knows if it's anesthetic still in his system, or if the bloke's just plain exhausted. But anyway, all they can do is stand back and watch until he comes around again.
Hurley,
The moment he opens his eyes, your ladyship, I swear I shall get word to you.
What a surprise! Even in matters of life and death, Mr. Sholmes has to do things his way.
All right, can I please examine things? Thank you. Oh my god. Well, let's start with the ketchup stain.
The police have marked the position of the body with a chalk line. Chalk, real smooth.
poor Mr. Winniebank. He was a nice old man.
Well, he was shot just once through the heart. Oof. Most likely, the fellow died instantly. He wouldn't have felt a thing.
That's so reassuring. Thanks, my dude. Tell that to a 10-year-old child.
Aha! I may well be able to help with that.
What?
There's nothing like the sight of blood to get the blood pumping, isn't there, Bruno?
I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you, Iris.
I'm afraid the sight of blood makes my blood run cold. There you have it, you see. When it comes to blood, we're all different types.
Yes, what a scientific observation.
So you need this.
No! What is that scary-looking thing?
Hurley and I haven't actually come up with a name for it yet. But as soon as you see it in action, you'll understand what it does. Watch.
Oh. Completely ruins the scene of the crime. Oh, it's blood. Blue.
Oh! The color of the bloodstain has changed.
I don't know if you can see the background properly, but it is still red. How hard would it have been to change that to blue?
There. Does it make sense now?
Yes, I think I'm starting to understand.
That's still ketchup red.
Good. It works on the principle that different people have different types of blood, you see.
Boy, do I love video games. They always get things right.
Yes, how wonderful. The chemical it fires combines with the blood and makes it change color.
So you can identify whose blood it is that you're looking at.
In a flash.
That's not identifying blood type. I know, but I think because it's so far in the past, you know, they didn't have that technology yet. They had to come up with some way to analyze blood types for this game. So they just came up with this.
Oh, what a fabulous invention, Iris. Isn't it? Isn't it? I bet Ginny would be saying it's bleeding great.
So, whose blood are we looking at then?
This must be Mr. Winnipeg's blood.
Yes, this is where he was shot, so there can't be any question of that.
This could turn out to be a very valuable clue. So we simply must take a note of it.
But why did we need to make it blue?
Let's keep testing and adding the results of any other blood analysis to the
Portfolio. Oh, okay. They also didn't actually have colored photography either. I didn't think so. I didn't think so, Coffee.
As long as I reach it left, sure.
Iris?
Don't worry, I'm alright. But we must find the true culprit. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
This is a revolver, a real one.
And quite possibly the murder weapon used to take Mr. Winnipeg's life. What's the matter, Susie? You don't look like you're about to faint. Well, it's just that I've rarely seen a gun in the flesh.
And I've had issues with guns in the past. But anyway, we saw Mr. Winnipeg with this yesterday, didn't we? Yeah, like when your dad was shot. I mean, this random dude I've never met was shot. Yeah. It must be the same gun. And last night, when I looked through the spy hole in the door of the storeroom here.
I know this is a ridiculous game, but as a historical reenactor and history geek, it gets to me. You know what? That's fair. That's fair, Coffee. That's fair. I see most things in the game and go, yeah, that's probably not accurate. And then it is, but yo, I can see how that would bug you. Flash onesie, Flash. Heck yes. I'll go get it, Frisk. Give me 2 seconds.
Gotta go pretty quick. Step it up. You're too slow. Chili dogs. Chili dogs are poggers.
No. Oh, hell. Okay. Okay. We didn't fall too far. We didn't fall too far. We didn't fall too far. We're okay. We're okay.
Well, let's go find a cave. Oh,
Awesome.
look, there's a sheep over here. Oh, look, there's a sheep.
Friend.
All right, come on. Get over here.
And we're back. Flash. Oh, you can actually see the flash symbol. It's not blurred out because the green screen's green and this is yellow. Hey, that's awesome. Usually it blurs it out. Thank you, Frisk.
That was the same gun I saw in Gina's hand.
Mr. Winningbag told us that he only ever had a single bullet loaded in his revolver, didn't he? Well, it's empty now. The one and only bullet he had in his gun has been fired.
Audio? Is your audio not working, Frisk?
We can be fairly certain that only a single shot was fired from his revolver.
Oh, delay. Oh, not again. Is that okay? Does that add more up? Does that look better? Slightly? Hopefully.
So we can fairly be certain that only a single shot was fired from his revolver.
A bike. Oh. There. Oh, thank you, Drippy.
Look at all these chickens. Articles that have been deposited. The room is stuffed full of them.
I can't believe how many there are. A bicycle. A gramophone, musical instruments, even some enormous paintings. Look!
Pieces of different people's lives. Quietly gathering dust and here together. There's something very peaceful about the atmosphere in here. Or at least there would have been, if not for the chalked out outline on the floor and the policemen shuffling around.
Not much I can do about that, Sunshine.
The chest.
Out of all the articles in the storeroom, this is the only thing that shows any sign of being ransacked. What is it, Iris?
That's the box, the box file that my manuscript is being kept in.
Oh! Iris's unpublished story, The Hound of the Baskervilles. Surely that's not what it's all about.
Okay, we know. We just played this.
We must check inside the box at once. Yes.
Oh. Again, seeing people with feet is weird. Is she wearing rain boots?
It was there. Iris' story was there.
Really? It was? Well, that's good news, isn't it, Iris?
Yes. I mean, of course, I believe Hurley when he said he'd deposited it here, but still. It's a relief to actually see it.
Really? Because that's not a very well hidden frown.
Okay. Aw, the paper's so cute. Have we checked everything then? We... Can we analyze it? There doesn't seem to be anything weird about it.
Hannah Baskervilles. How does Usada-san know the exact title of this unpublished story? I suppose I'll just have to wait until she's ready to explain it to me.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Blood type portfolio? Blood type, blue. I wonder what color my blood is. Okay. I guess we're done here? There doesn't seem to be anything else I can do. Can I show him the manuscript maybe?
It's such, what a trick it is. Your ladyship's latest.
Yes, my latest story. It's called The Hannah Baskervilles.
A most fascinating title, your ladyship. Fascinating. And, I don't suppose... Would there be any mention of my humble self in the tale this time?
Good question. I can't really remember.
I see. Right. I would you, your ladyship. I'll just await its publication of eager anticipation.
You needn't worry, Inspector. I'm sure if you do appear, you won't be doing anything particularly remarkable.
You looking to be arrested, Sunshine?
I didn't mean it like that. And even if I did, you wouldn't have bitten her ladyship's head off, would you?
Alright. Let's move. To the store? To the hospital? No? Oh, there's crutches.
Oh, haven't you seen crutches before?
They suck. Crutches suck. Don't use them.
Let me explain.
They're fun for an hour and then they hurt like crazy afterwards.
They're for people with leg injuries to help them walk. You hold one under each arm, you see.
They're not weapons. Anyways. He's still not here, I see.
But Hurley,
I know. It looks as stiff as a board, doesn't it?
no, I don't think that will bother him.
No?
I would find him asleep face down on the floor, completely dead to the world.
I think I'd call the police if I discovered someone like that.
I like how they added the open window, just like from the original, from the first case, being like, look, all windows are like this.
Let's see, what does it say? Thought of the day. On a scene, any Vernum, calmly and discreetly inform Matron.
Oh yes, they have rats and mice in hospitals like this that love to feast on all the medicine. If you don't deal with them, there's nothing left to treat the patients.
Rats and mice, oh, I see. This is a rather old building, I suppose.
But the doctors and nurses are all very good, I hear.
I certainly hope so, for Mr. Shum's sake.
I guess this isn't where we were supposed to go. Can we go back to the prison? Matron. Oh, okay. Thank you, Coffee Cups, for once again fixing my English, which is always 90% of the time wrong. No, Jeannie's not here. All right.
Wait a minute.
What is it, Iris?
Well, if you could examine the scene here carefully, there's another possibility, isn't there? Ginny could have slipped the key from the jailer when he wasn't looking and escaped.
Oh my! Why would she do something like that? It would only make her situation worse.
Calm down, Bruno. I was only joking, of course.
Oh. Yuck, you had me worried there. I thought it was a great deduction.
Yes, it must be your way of words, Iris. You're so wonderfully persuasive.
Also, there's a lock on the door still.
Perhaps you don't fully understand the weight of your words, Carrie. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I suppose a light-hearted great detective is a contradiction in terms.
Well, in the same situation, I'm sure Mr. Chalmers would have just thrown his head back and goof.
I'm not entirely sure that's helpful, Mr. Naruto.
Well, anyways, yeah.
Okay. So we have to investigate more at the scene? All right, let's look at more stuff then. Boop, 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 boop.
That's a music box. Do you have any of them where you come from, Bruno?
Yes, but I've never seen one as large as this in Japan.
Oh, well, this will be a treat. Shall we have a listen? What do you think? Isn't it a pretty sound?
It's a beautiful sound, yes, but it's a little hard to enjoy when all the policemen in the room are giving you fierce looks.
Never mind that. If any of them say anything, I'll tell Gregsy to have a word.
Iris Wilson, Superintendent of Scotland Yard.
Can we play our disc? No. Holmes has it. We don't have it.
There's the article ledger here, and Mr. Winniebake's notes, and what's this? It looks as though someone has left a little photographic print behind.
Oh, look on the back.
There's some writing.
Is there? Oh, show us, Susie. Show us.
Oh, blood. 15 February, 10:30 p.m. One gentleman's overcoat. Loan amount paid, £1. Redemption deadline, 15th of April.
A gentleman's overcoat pawned for £1. Clearly it was a very fine coat. In fact, I think.
Yes, and this must be the ticket for the overcoat that Ginny redeemed yesterday.
And it's still wearing, which belonged to Mr. McGilded. I would never have expected the redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of a photographic print, though.
It seems Mr. Winniebank just used whatever piece of paper he happened to have to hand.
But it was a cat again.
But this photograph of a cat, it looks very familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's the same one. Oh my god, yes, dude, we have it.
It's the same as the one Ginny gave us earlier.
Of course, I was forgetting that she gave us that print.
You are an awful lawyer, dude.
Well, what are you waiting for then, Mr. Nerd? Don't get it out.
All right. Let the cogs turn.
You have no cogs to turn. They're not exactly the same. The one on the left is looking slightly more left, right? Or am I going crazy? I swear the head on the left one is facing a little bit more left.
Heh, I've got it.
Thank you, Trippy. I thought I was losing my mind. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw that.
These two photographs had an amazing secret.
A secret? What does she mean?
You must tell us, Iris, at once. Heh, do you really want to know?
Yes, we need you to tell us all you know about this pair of photographs.
Tell us. Oh my god.
So, Iris, about these two photographic prints. The one, well, we found here on Mr. Winniebake's counter and the one Gina gave us before. What is this amazing secret you mentioned that's hidden between these two identical prints?
Actually, that's not quite right.
Sorry?
If you look carefully, the two prints aren't the same.
Not exactly. Thank you.
They're not.
Have another look at them now. Can you see that they're just slightly different from each other?
I think so? It's very subtle, though.
But what's the reason for the subtle difference between the two prints? Ah, well, it's because they're a set, you see.
No, I don't.
The pair of photographs is meant to be used in a stereoscope. Everyone in London is raving about them at the moment.
Oh.
Ah, stereoscope. Why do I feel as though I've heard of that before?
Because we did.
Oh, yes. That's what Mr. Sholmes showed us yesterday. You see? There it is, just over there.
Ah, yes, of course. That magical machine that makes pictures look almost real enough to touch.
Well, actually, it's quite possible to see the same depth in pictures even without one of those contraptions.
What? Really?
Do you know how a pair of flat photographic prints can appear to have any depth in the first place?
Why do I feel like I've heard that before? This object seems familiar. And this guy is a lawyer, right? Again, a bad one, but a lawyer nonetheless.
No, I have no idea. Oh, wonderful. Then I'll be able to tell you.
She's over the moon, bless her. Should we let her explain, though? We really need to carry on the investigation scene.
I, for one, simply have to know.
Of course. Oh my god, dude.
Have you considered, Bruno, how our eyes see depth in the world around us?
Well, I just opened them and it works.
But the reason it works is because we have two eyes.
2 eyes. Shocking.
If you try closing just one at a time, I think you'll see straight away what you see with your left eye, and what you see with your right eye are ever so slightly different. You get a different view from each eye.
I know, right, Drippy? I don't think it has anything to do with anything.
Yes! The position of objects seems to shift slightly.
You could have just said it's a pair. That's all you need to do.
Exactly. And in your head, your brain uses that shift to estimate depth as it merges the two views into one. That's how we can sense depth in everything we see.
Ah, my brain really is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without telling me.
Ah, I think I see. So the pair of photographs consists of a left eye view and a right eye view. Is that right? Oh, well done, Susie. You're so quick. Unlike Ryan.
So, if we can persuade your brain to merge the two pictures together in your head, you'd be able to see depth in these pictures.
Yes, Bruno. You're beginning to understand.
And a stereoscope's function is to act as a brain and allow you to do just that.
Yes, but as long as you have two images, two eyes, and one brain, you can actually do it yourself without needing a telescope at all.
Well, we can't do it. Ryan doesn't have a brain to begin with.
You can, really.
Great. How do you do it?
Let's try it. Let's see if you can view this pair of prints without the help of a stereoscope. Oh yes, I'm dying to have a go.
Susato-san really loves this kind of thing.
You need to be able to cross your eyes. That's the main thing. Can you both do that?
Cross my eyes. I think I can.
Watch me and see if you can copy.
I didn't need to see that.
Make your eyes do this.
No thanks. No, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't, Susato. No! Ah! Stop it! Stop it, both of you! I hate this! 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 Ah! It's so gross! Ah! No, make it stop!
Wonderful. Now it's your turn, Bruno. The trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes at the same time.
Don't look at me while you talk, please. Oh my, somehow Susato's is worse than Iris's.
Not exactly an easy task when two people are staring at you cross-eyed.
All right, that's enough practice. Now let's try looking at the prints.
Oh my god, I hated that so much.
Start by staring at one print and slowly crossing your eyes. You should see two overlapping images like this. You try it now, Bruno.
I'm just gonna have to give it a try, I suppose.
The print split in two images for you. Now the next step is to put the pair of prints side by side like this, and then try to cross your eyes again. The prints should slowly merge together until they form a new single image in the center. Oh yes! Mr. Naruto, it works! I can see it in the middle now.
Stop it!
It looks so real!
Oh, I could look at it all day. Please don't. Please stop. You look so messed up.
I wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt.
Your turn, Runo.
No, we just did it.
Pretend you're looking through the two pictures and slowly cross your eyes. Keep adjusting the position of your eyes until the two images overlap exactly in the middle.
Like this? Is it?
There, you managed it. So now you know how the stereoscopic images work.
We did? Did it want us to do it in real life?
Well, I don't know who discovered it, but it really is quite extraordinary.
I know, do we not get to see the photo merge to get all of that for nothing? Worst lead up ever.
So what do you think of these stereoscopic prints then, Runo?
A waste of time.
They're certainly amazing, but it isn't easy to get the knack of viewing them properly.
No, some people find it easier than others. But that's why contraptions like this exist, for people who find it tricky.
Just imagine it.
Oh, I recognize that. We saw one over there yesterday, didn't we?
Yes.
If I remember correctly, you press this little knob here. And set the pair of photographs in the stand at the back.
It's still amazing, even though I know roughly how it works.
So that was the picture then.
Well, London seems to agree with you. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment. You can find one of these funneling contraptions in lots of households in the capital currently.
But if these little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them.
But it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. Well, I think so in any case.
Stereoscope pictures. I'd never heard of them until yesterday. We've certainly learned a lot about them, but I wonder if it's knowledge that I'll ever actually need.
It better, or else. Is that it? That's all? Are we done here now? Okay. Okay. That was definitely time spent. Yes, exactly, Drippy. Welp. That thing is broken? Yeah. But they don't seem to care. They're like, yeah, okay. Looks normal to me. It's broken. Anyways, well, I think I got the end stream here, guys. Next week, we'll pick up where we left off, examining the shop for lots of things. I'm so confused as to where we're going with the case, but there's mysteries, and we've solved some of them. Yeah. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys soon on Tuesday, and I hope you all enjoyed the strom as much as I enjoyed stromming today. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.